Training camp in Vegas was actually really good. It's one of my best camps I think I've ever had. My trainer Tim Lane, he lives in Vegas and he set me up really nice with good setup in terms of my living conditions, my food and where we're able to train. Our home base was Extreme Couture's MMA, which is Randy Couture's gym, of course, and then we would go to other boxing gyms in order to spar. Got some really great work down there. The boxers over there are world-class guys, so it was definitely great work, and the coaches there were definitely seeing improvements as I was going. I definitely felt that way. My coaches were happy. It's kind of unique, that I train out of a Randy Couture gym in Vegas, and here on Long Island I train out of Belmore Kickboxing, but primarily MMA and UFC fighters. I don't ever plan on fighting MMA, but I do appreciate the hard work that it takes from the fighters that I do train with, and I train alongside with these guys every day. Guys like Ryan LaFleur, Jean Vellante, Kostas Philippou, Dennis Bermudez. They're all hard-working guys, and MMA takes a serious commitment. Because of all the different styles and all the different coaches and training hours involved. But I think it's kind of helped me because I'm able to push myself in the fitness aspect of it. The conditioning for MMA is I believe is very high level. I think the guys are more new age when it comes to MMA, and they have adopted more cutting edge techniques for training and physical conditioning, as well as cutting weight and diet and things like that, where sometimes boxers can be a little old school in terms of their training techniques other than their boxing and skill sets. So I think that actually helped me in a sense. But but at the end of the day, I spar with these guys as well. But at the end of the day, I gotta get my boxing work, and that's one of the reasons why I went to Las Vegas, so I can get solid boxing sparring partners. I keep getting that question. This is the biggest fight of your career. How do you feel about it? Really, and my answer is always the same. I feel like every fight I've had is the biggest fight of my career. I got asked how long have I been training for this fight? I said my whole life. This is what I've been training for. This is another step. And when you've got that O at the end of your record, each fight gets increasingly more dramatic and bigger. So I think my last 3 fights have all been really big fights. In my mind, and it's do or die every time you go in there. So for me, this is another step into my future and into my career. And really, after this is going to be a springboard. We got a great national exposure against a tough and hungry ranked guy. So it's going to be an awesome night on February 14th. I'm feeling super ready, and really just I'm staying focused on this fight, but we've got big plans for 2014. I'd like to stay active like I always have been, and keep racking up those wins, keep that 0 going, and look for a title within the next year. A big part of my training for boxing has actually been my nutrition. My nutrition and my fitness, which is fitness conditioning, which have become a huge part of my life. I realized at a young age that what I ate, or what everyone eats, directly affects how you feel and how you perform. And I've always wanted to perform at my very best, so I did a little research. It was kind of a science brain coming up when I was a kid, so I wanted to know why. Eat this because it makes you do this. Well, how come? So I got into, cracked open the books, did a lot of Google searches, and started reading, and that actually led me to my current career as a nutritionist. I ended up getting my master's degree. I studied it in undergrad, and I'm still learning every day. And I think everyone is when it comes to nutrition, and learning your body and how it works and what's the best and most significant way you can increase your performance. And I think that's really where nutrition plays a big role in my fight career. Hey guys, I'm Chris Algieri. Watch me on February 14th live on ESPN Friday Night Fights versus Emmanuel Taylor.